Okay.
Hi everyone, Sarah here from the Paper Cut. It is Thursday night. This is our normal night together. Yay!
Something normal about this week.
Yeah, something normal
Finally.
about this week. So let me go on Facebook and just see if I can see myself. Hang on a second. Well, I don't see myself.
I see you.
You do?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
I don't see myself. I see you.
I do see me.
And I hear me.
And I hear me too. Alrighty, so today is Thursday, day 4 of our virtual warehouse sale week. I'm coming to the end of it, but we have a class tonight, we have a class tomorrow, and then we have comments sold on Saturday. Now I just, I am doing Crafter's Classroom on Saturday, and it's at 12:30, 1:30 Eastern, so 12:30. So our comment sold will be on at 10. Sometimes we go an hour and a half. I thought I'm just going to tell Jennifer like after 12, which is after 1 her time anyways.
There is a buzz in the audio.
Yeah, see, I was hearing that the other day, and everybody said it was fine.
Who else is hearing that?
So, yeah, I heard it the other day, and I thought it was just me, and everybody else said it was fine. So I heard it a little bit today. So, yes, I'm wondering where we're hearing that from. I don't know, because I haven't changed up any type of stuff.
Oh, Wendy Little does. Oh, she doesn't hear a buzz.
No.
I don't. Emily Henry doesn't hear it. Most people are not hearing it on YouTube and on Facebook. So
I don't hear it. Okay, so we're just going to move on. I'm not sure if you're hearing the buzz. Maybe try to go to YouTube. Maybe it's a Facebook thing or no buzz here. Okay, well that's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am hallucinating it.
Well, with Jill Sieber,
She's the one that's hearing it.
yeah, and she's on
YouTube. Or
she's on YouTube, yeah.
okay.
But other people on YouTube aren't hearing it, so I don't have an answer.
Yeah, I don't have an answer either. So I'm not quite sure why.
I always am hearing a buzz.
Yeah, my mom always hears a buzz with her hearing aids, but it's weird that some people are hearing it because, like I said, I was hearing it, and I mentioned it the other day, and nobody else was hearing it, so I thought it was just me. So anyways, yeah, I'm just looking. I don't hear a buzz. Okay, so
Yeah.
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, Saturday. I am going to be in Crafter's Classroom. I did not sell a kit, and I'm doing a book kit, and tonight's flash sale items are like book kitty type things. So if you want to join me on Saturday, you can watch. You can order the book kit for cheaper than you normally would, and then you can do the replay and make it. So you can watch me on Saturday. I mean, just come and join me on Saturday, because who knows what trouble my mom and I are going to get into.
Yeah.
We don't even know. So anyways, sale code. Always enter your sale code 250FF for 25 off. We have the sale code going through Saturday. Remember, Brass and Bliss has the exact same sale code. Ours is off of everything, so except for the class kits. It's not off the class kits. Ours is off of sale page everything. Brass and Bliss, theirs is not off the glue press or their new release. So, but ours is off everything except for class kits. But let's look at our flash sale items for today. So we have these photo flippets, which these are scored right up here, and people will use these like in a scrapbook to fold a flap over. So when you are looking at a scrapbook, you have one page, and then you can flip another, and then you can flip another, all on the same page. They all layer together, or they just have this little score, and you attach the tape tab there, and then you put the next one, the next one, the next one, so you can have this little flip out thing in a scrapbook. So I don't do that much scrapbooking, but anyways. Then we have 2 library pocketbook kits. Oh, the photo flippets. They're normally $5.50. They're on sale for $3.40, and then they're $2.55. And the one color that's on sale is the hot fudge. Okay, so $2.55 for the 25 count hot fudge photo flippets.
That's after your 25%.
After your 25% off. So you have to remember to enter the 25 off in the coupon code. Then the library pocket book kits. Normally $13, marked down to $8. With your 25% off, you'll get them for $6. So there's the harvest variety, which is some nice harvest, autumn-y type colors. And then there is the birthday variety, which is some brighter colors. So again, library pocket book kits. I'm going to be doing this one with the accordion spine on Saturday. Well, I don't know about this one, but that same concept. Then we have the flip book kit, which is the exact same thing, except for the pockets go out in different directions. Hang on, I got samples over here. Oops,
Whoops.
And then I dropped stuff.
Yikes.
Okay, so library pocket book kit is this book right here. If you're not a scrapbooker, this is an easy way to go because it's more of a card size, so you don't have to fill everything up. But they pull up and down. These little things pull up and down, so you can put pictures on the inside. So that's the library pocket book kit. And then the flip book kit, which is this book where the pockets open the horizontal way. So they open from the side. They pull out that way. So this one I don't have pictures in. I just had fun decorating it. So that's the flip book kit. Those are normally, that's white or black. And those are normally $13, marked down to $8. With your 25% off, they're $6. Then we have an accordion book spine, which I didn't come very prepared here today. So it's a scrapbook accordion kit. So it's an 8-panel because it's got 2 4-panels in it, and it's got window overlays. I did this, so it's this little accordion thing right here. So it's got 8 panels of an accordion and then window overlays in it. So even if you don't want to use it for the scrapbook, you can chop your accordions in half and then you have a whole bunch of window overlays. So there's black and milkweed, white and white, white and black, and then black and white. Those are $7, marked down to $4.80, and then with your 25% off, they'll be $3.60. And they do include some bookboard in there too to do a front and a back cover. So there's that. And then you need pattern paper to do book kits. So I did, and I questioned myself when I did this, but I was like, I need something fun. So I did a printed paper bundle. So all 3, you get the beach, you get the winter, and you get the daisies. And all 3 of them are normally $22.50, marked down to $18, and then you get them for $13.50 after you enter the sale code. So that's pretty much getting one book plus a page out of another one for free. So, or one pad, because normally it would be $14.50 for 2, so you're getting 3 of them for $13.50. This will probably come down right at 9 o'clock tonight, or sooner if I run out. Or if I come close to running out.
So, Sarah, Jill said the website shows black also available for the photo flippets.
Oh, well, I'll probably take that down, but if you go ahead and order it, you can go ahead and order it right now. I was supposed to take that off, so if you put it in your cart, you'll get it, but I'll probably be running and taking that off shortly. So thank you for letting me know. The brown is the one that we have the most stock on.
Look at this dog. I didn't think he would smell that cookie.
So Dodge is here with us, and he's resting his chin on the table right now because my mom went up front and she got a cookie. And it's a harder cookie, so it's not like it just came out of the oven and smells delicious. But she walked in here, and then he walked in here right after, and he literally he's tall, and he put his chin up on the table. Oh my gosh.
Oh, funny dog.
The escapades we have at the Paper Cut Doggy Daycare.
That's it. That's
So
it. You can't
our
do
last
anymore.
item is these 3-panel. These are mid-size cards, so they're 3-panel with an oval window. And I put these in this one too because these are nice if you want to do a photo Christmas card. So you would put your photo in the window. One of these panels would fold back, and then it would cover up the back of the photo. So it's really nice to do like a photo in here. So say you want to do a photo card, everybody orders them on Shutterstock or Walgreens or wherever, or Shutterfly, I mean. So, but if you wanted to make a handmade one, you pop your picture right in the window, fold the back flap over, and then you've got a nice A6 card. So
Well, this is funny. It gets more weird as we go on, Sarah.
what does?
When you click on the black and put it in the card, it shows brown in the card.
Yeah,
All right.
that's because I partially took the black off. I just didn't take it all the way off.
Okay. All right. But it will be black that gets shipped, right? Or will it be
Yes,
brown?
no, I think it'll be black, or just email me and say that you want the black. But so, anyways, those are our flash sale items today. There's not a ton of them. I did scrapbooking with the pattern paper bundle because I thought that would be very fun. And if you order $25 today, you get the cutting the
Gosh.
self-healing mat.
I see. I see.
Oh, here it is. Okay. The Paper Creations. So this was actually my mom's store, was called Paper Creations. And so this is a little cutting mat, or you could do pounding on it. You could do drill punching on it. You could do cutting on it. So yeah, just a little cutting mat. So you get that free. The first 20 people get this free. If there's more than that, then we'll figure out something else to send you. So,
Okay, one more thing.
sure.
On the flip book kit, there are 3 choices, but the description for the choices is blank. Does it matter which one we choose? I don't know what's going on with your
So
website.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
So my mom will talk to you for just 1 minute. I apparently thought I did these all right, and I didn't. So
Okay.
hang on 1 second.
It's been a wild and a long week here. And look at this. This dog is still not following Sarah, which he usually does. But when he smells this food, oh my gosh, he's acting like he'd never been fed in his whole life. So I don't know what we're going to do with him. Come here, Dodge. Yeah, we ought to get you on camera, shouldn't we? We should get you on camera. He's just tall enough and big enough that he can put his chin right on the table. And that's what he's doing. He's feeling so neglected. Oh my goodness sakes. I don't know. We still have summer here. I don't know how it is where you all are, but it's warm here. It's going to get cooler on Sunday, but I think it's still only going to be down in the low 70s. So I don't know. That's pretty nice for this time of year. Yeah, he loves me right now because of the cookie. You are right, Diane. He is an interesting dog he came to our grandson, Sarah's son, when he was 4 months old, and he's a rescue dog actually, and it took him quite some time, probably 4 years, before he really started to get into a doggy mode where he could even let you look at him, much less pet him. Oh my gosh. But now he comes and he looks for a hug sometimes, and he wants to be petted, and he's really lots of fun. 96 degrees in Florida. Oh man, that's when we like to go there. We were Florida residents for 10 years, and we traveled back and forth.
I'm back. So
Okay.
I did fix them. On the photo flippets, it doesn't have a choice, so you just get the hot fudge. It shows a picture of just a white, but you get hot fudge. For the flip book kit, it says white or black now instead of having a blank circle. So you
Okay.
pick white or black. On the accordion scrapbook kit, it tells you have your choices there. Black card with white overlays, a white card with black overlays, white card white overlays, or black card and milkweed overlays. For the flip book kits, you get a choice of white or black. You just check the little box next to them. And the photo flippets are hot fudge. Unless you wanted black, then you ordered what black was still up there. So then you'll get black. For the window cards, there is a circle. One circle's white, one circle's cream. So pick which one of those you want. So,
Okay.
phew!
Wow. Oh, Dodge. Dodge here. Yeah. Oh. You got the last.
What? All right, we are going to go down to the table. And we are going to start.
Hey, Dodge, you should go by Sarah. You get on TV because she's got you down on the table. And if we put a cookie over there, you would be over there in a
Yeah, here.
flash.
Do you have your cookie?
No, but I've got some crumbs.
No, I don't know if he'll come back here.
Let's go back there, Dodge. Let's get that cookie.
Hang on one second.
Come here.
Come here, Dodge.
Come here, Dodge.
We'll see if
Come here.
if he'll come. Hang on a second.
Come here. Look at. Here it is. Here it is. He's not liking all this stuff on the floor.
There's too much stuff over here. So anyways, we'll give up on that now. Maybe tomorrow night we'll bring like a piece of cheese. Then we can get his head up here on the table.
Oh, she said cheese.
I said cheese. Anyways, okay. We are doing the stenciling and brush blending class tonight. Mom, I do have a direction sheet over there for you.
Okay. I'm feeding the dog.
So, anyways, and if you ordered the stencils, these are the 3 stencils that you got. You got the daisy one, the lines one,
Thank you.
and the dots one. So we are going to start out with, we're going to start out with this one that doesn't use a stencil at all. And then we'll move on to the other ones. So this is just getting us brush blending. So in this kit, you have the word happy. You have a backer for it. You have, I gave you words and I gave you happy birthday or happy day. Then you have a die cut, which we're using over the top of it. So we're not starting out with our stencils. We're starting out with just brush blending. Then you have an envelope and you have your card. Yay. So let's go ahead while I still have clean hands and we'll pop our happy out of there. I don't know if I told you to do homework in this class or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, well, Mona says they have a storm moving in, and we have a storm moving in here too later
We do?
tonight and tomorrow. Yes,
Oh.
but by noon it'll be gone.
Oh, when is it? It's supposed to rain here?
Yeah, it's supposed to rain. Not a lot.
Oh,
Hope he's back.
yeah. You know what? He usually eats at 5 o'clock, and I've been staying here, so he's been delayed on his dinner time. I mean, he doesn't complain to me like Winnie does,
Oh, yeah, Winnie just like moves her bowl.
but he definitely is like, the minute we walk in, he stands there like, feed me.
No, there's nothing over there, Dodge. Nothing over there for you to eat.
So in the last couple days, we ate something here, so he still thinks he should get fed. Poor guy. He's
Putting
gonna
his
be,
nose in my pocket looking
Yeah.
for food.
he's gonna like crumble down into a pile of bones
Yeah.
because he's starving. Not really. He was on a diet before he came to my house.
He's gotten really
He
nice
looks
and trim.
good. Yeah, he looks very good. But he was overweight before. Now
it's
he
perfect.
Now he goes for a morning walk and an evening walk, and yeah,
Probably doesn't get fed as much.
Cran doesn't get fed as much. So, anyways, let's put our happy on there. This one I might use my micro dot adhesive
Oh, I love you, Dodge. Yes.
as a guest. Yeah, Heather, she said that she's trying to place an order as a guest and items keep getting added to my order that I didn't select.
It's what a persnickety website tonight.
Yeah, that's our way of getting you to buy more. No, I am seriously just joking. It's just my website is old and I don't know what is going on with it. And
Send an email.
you can send an email. Like if there's certain stuff you want, send an email, because every once in a while people will say that it does that, and I have no idea. The only thing I know is that as soon as this sale is done, my mom and I'm not going to make first.
Make first. This is her first. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Heather?
Maybe it's got 25 items in her cart. Anyways, go ahead and email me, Heather, and I can help you. So it's something wonky with our site, and it's old, and it's a pain in the patootie.
Oh, for the free. She's not going to make it for the free board.
Oh, for the free board.
Oh yeah, you have to have $25
worth of flash sale items to get the free board. I mean, you don't have to, but yeah, if you wanted the free board, it's $25 in flash sale items. And then I forgot to mention that. So if you participate in flash sale, if you buy it during the flash sale, or comment sold. So if you do, that's 6 things. It's 5 nights of flash sales plus it's comment sold. So that's 6 things. If you participate in 5 of those 6, then you will be entered in for the drawing. And for the drawing, I've got a Heather's got mystery items.
Mystery items.
Sorry about that, but yes, email me. But anyways, if you participate in the 5 of the 6 nights, we're doing a drawing, and we're giving away a mini Misty, a glue press, and a blower.
Bobby Kendall said when she ordered last night, those things are still in her cart. She just deleted those things. Didn't we get her?
I don't know. Why don't you
Let
see
me
if...
go and look.
Yeah, my mom's going to see if an order actually came through, because maybe you never checked out last night. I don't know. So anyways, we've got Happy. We're going to go on to brush blending, and I apologize for my website. My mom and my main focus when this is all done is going to be getting that new one up and running. Like I said, it's kind of set up, and we're at the entering.
I didn't get one from Bobby.
Oh, Bobby. Go ahead and email me, Bobby, because my mom said she didn't get one for you.
Don't empty it yet.
Yeah, don't. I think she already deleted them.
Crap.
So, or you can call me. I'll be in the office tomorrow, Bobby. Or email me if you remember what you had in your cart. Oh, there's nothing worse than a website that's not functioning properly.
Why didn't that empty her cart? That's strange.
Or maybe she thought she checked out and didn't.
Oh, but you were emptying carts, weren't you?
No, I didn't empty carts.
Oh.
I didn't empty carts.
Okay.
So, anyways, we need blending brushes. Mine got used over the weekend, so they might be dirty. Anyways, I am going to grab a bunch of different ink pads.
Emily, I'll put a link for those microdot adhesives out for you. Hold on.
I'm using just an assortment of ink pads. I mean, sometimes I like the colors in here better, but then I do like my blending brushes a big ink pad. So.
Oops, those are micro.
So I do have an assortment of ink pads back here, and I'm just going to see what I can play with tonight. I was looking for dark purple. There it is. Oh, where did my samples even go for tonight? Oh, I've got my samples. Forget it. I forgot to pull them out. You know, by the end of the week, I get a little wonky. Well, maybe I'm wonky all the time. But especially at the end of virtual warehouse sale week. That's one of our cards. That's not the one we're making right now. It's hot in here today. Are you hot? Whew. This is that one that I'm making right now. That's that one. All right, now I feel better because we have the actual sample card. Oof. All right, so on this one, you're just going to brush blend in different areas. Now, I like to start with my lightest one. It doesn't really matter. You can start with whatever your little heart desires. But when I brush blend, I like to put the my thumb behind the head of the brush. I've got a couple brushes in here. I've got one that has this really pretty rose gold, but this is kind of like where you can pop the head of this sucker off. So I've had people in a make and take when we were doing in person, and they push down on there and then it snaps right there because they're just holding right here. So I always tell people, you know, just do this. Now with some of them, they're really flexible and they're not going to snap. But with other ones, like these really pretty ones, you'll snap the head of that right off. So I don't know what kind of brushes you have, but just be careful. So I'm going to start with my lightest color. I'm a little bit aggressive on my brush blending. I like to put my thumb behind the head of it, and I actually push down. I do see people just going like that. I like to actually pick up a good amount of ink, and then I've got a dirty mat. Okay, then start off over here, and you can even test and then pull your color in onto your paper. So this one, I can tell that it's got a little bit of contamination going on because it's not very yellow.
Emily, here's the link again. If it doesn't work for you, just copy it and paste it in your browser.
For what?
The microdot adhesive sheets.
Oh, okay. So, or it could have been the blending brush that was contaminated.
Let me know if it works, Emily.
That one's a little bit yellower, so hang on. I do like my big blending brush with the big heads on it, but that one seems to be a little bit dirty right now. I do really like this one. Especially, I have one that I specifically use in yellow, but it looks like when I do warehouse sale week, yeah, sometimes stuff happens. Let me try this one. For my lighter colors, I do like a nice big one. Oh, this one's working good. There we go. But yeah, you put your supplies out there, and then a whole bunch of people use them. So sometimes you have to clean them up after. Usually when it's just me using them, I can just la-di-da, not clean them as much. But blending brushes, sometimes you just have to, and they take a little bit to dry, blending brushes, or at least I like take mine right to the sink and and yeah. So let's see if I can find a clean green brush. Now I do have some of the Brass and Bliss ones that have the little white, so then you can actually see what color they are. But yeah, this is why I just like the bigger ink pads for brush blending.
Emily, if you can't get the link to work, just type in under Sarah's micro, and two things will come up. The microdot adhesive sheets being first.
And what else comes up as micro?
Those brushes, Sarah.
Oh, the micro brushes, okay. So you're just going to do whatever colors your little heart desires. And if you do what I just did and you go right on your project instead of off, then you end up with a little blobbity blob there, and that's okay. You just put another a little bit darker color next to it. That looks good.
Actually, the microdot adhesives comes up second, not first.
So yeah, you can just, and
She got it.
This this card is not specific to anything, so you can do whatever colors you want. If you prefer just teals or purples or whatever, you can just use those colors. So Yeah, I think my ink pads got used a lot this weekend. Okay, this one's not working that great.
Hooray, she got it to work.
Yay! There it is. A little bit better blue. Ooh, kind of screwed that one up. Sarah, stop talking. I mean, I don't need to stop talking. I just need to like pay attention to what I'm doing. But sometimes when you get like that, you can go with your blending brush and just do yellow over the top of it, and that blends it in a little bit more. Let me see if this blending brush was the brush. But yeah, sometimes I'll go back and I'll do the yellow after just to add a little bit of yellow, especially if I sometimes just, I start with the yellow and then I end with the yellow over the top. Okay, there we go. But do I want to add a little purple to that? Or do I want to add, I don't know what I want to add. I used a lot more colors in my first one. Oh, now I can't decide. I think this one had purple on it. There we go. This could be risky. Doing purple over the top of blues and greens, because purple and green make brown. I'm going to add a little yellow over the top. I shouldn't have gone with the purple, but oh well. Because you know what? You're putting a framey thing over the top of it, so it's really probably not going to matter anyways. All right, just stop, Sarah. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to take our frame. Make sure your hands are clean. Now, on here, this frame goes edge to edge. Okay, which it's not my favorite thing because I like to layer my stuff. So I am going to cut a little bit of the frame off. Yeah, that looks fine. If you don't want to do that, like if you're like, nope, I don't like to cut stuff, I just like to leave it, that's perfectly fine. You can just leave it. I'm going to bring my trimmer over here and I'm going to cut a little bit off. So if you're joining us tomorrow night's class will be like 3 hours. It's a long one.
Well, thanks for that information. I think I'll take a nap in the afternoon. Talk about risky. Oh, if I take a nap in the afternoon, I probably don't wake up.
Yeah, because we're doing 10 cards.
Okay.
So I cut about 1/8 of an inch off. So this is about what I cut off of there. Maybe a little bit under 1/8.
A hair.
It's between a 1/16 and 1/8.
Okay.
So 1/8, yeah. So, if you don't want to do that though, if you're like, I don't trust myself with the paper trimmer, then don't do it. I just like a border, so I like to do it. And while I have my paper trimmer down here, I am going to cut my word. And again, you can do happy birthday, you can do happy day, you can do neither, and just wait till you actually need the card to decide. Seems like I need a lot of birthday cards, so I am going to do the birthday.
Yeah, and that sounds great, Kathleen. Yes. Lord Glimmer's husband said, 10 cards one night?
10 cards in one night, yes. All right, and hopefully, we're going to say hopefully, all goes as planned and we can do it in one thing where we don't get knocked off or anything, the internet. So I think that happened last year where it went down for a tiny bit. Now, glue press. The last couple nights I have forgot to put my lid on my glue press. So let's see. I did have it in the little stand, but yeah, it doesn't enjoy that very much. And now I can't even find my lid. Huh.
Oh, that's a good idea, Patty.
Why?
After she washes her blending brushes, she wraps a paper towel around it and squeezes it to get most of the water out, and then puts it above the dehumidifier, which dries them really, really well.
Oh, nice. Because, yeah, mine seem to take forever. So I do enjoy that tip. That's a great idea.
Isn't that a nice idea? Yes.
You know, from when I did my bike ride this summer, like you had to bring your own towel. So when I was watching things, it said to get a microfiber towel. And because then it's a smaller towel and it dries really good. Well, I'll be dipped. I got a hot yoga towel, which is a microfiber towel, and that dries so well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's small.
Uh-huh.
So I was just like, wow.
I have bunches of microfiber things that I brought back from our cafe when we closed.
Uh-huh.
I even have microfiber washcloths. So I have some for skincare and some for polishing and some for cleaning and so I had my microfiber washcloth in the shower the other day and I thought, I think I'm going to dry my skin a little bit with that microfiber washcloth to get most of the water off and then put my lotion on. Oh, did that work nicely? Because normally I'm putting CeraVe.
Yeah, you feel like you're still a little bit wet.
Yeah. But
those microfiber towels work really good. And they are small. Like, yeah. I was shocked. So, actually, I bet, the point where I was going was I bet cleaning your brushes, then doing them with a microfiber towel, and then putting them on top of the humidifier, that's probably a great idea. I'll be dipped.
Checkout is now not accepting 2.5 off. It should be 2.5, the numeric number 2.5, and then the alpha OFF.
Yeah, it can't be 250. It's got to be 2.5.
I think she was typing 2 TWO 5 FIVE. But it shouldn't be typed that way.
No, it's just the number 2, the number 5, and then the letter O.
F. In caps, I think.
No, it doesn't have to be in caps.
Doesn't it?
No.
Okay.
So, anyways, I did that one from the back, just so I didn't have to worry about setting it down. That worked pretty good. I put the glue on the back of my frame, and then I just flipped it over on it. So there.
Thanks, it works
Yay.
now.
Yay! Okay, now, where did I put it?
We're done.
I start like blabbing and then I forget what I'm doing here.
Me
so
too.
I have my samples there. I can't find the rest of my card pieces. I've got another card base right here. I just happen to have a card base sitting in front of me. Oh, actually, is it right there? Okay, well, whatever. I've got a card base, you've got a card base, we've all got a card base.
I'm telling you, this has been a wild night. Can't get things to work.
Well, it's
Carts are filling
six-
up with other stuff, mystery items. Oh, Laura, I'm glad your order's done. I hope you didn't have too much trouble.
Well, it started with me not double checking my flash sale items.
Yeah.
Okay, yay. And then this piece, you might need to trim it depending on how far over. Like I'm going to trim off the birthday side. So I'm going to trim just a little. Depending, I didn't tell you the width to trim it because depending on how much you cut off your frame, like right now I'm going to trim about 1/4 of an inch off there. So you want to make it match your frame depending on how much you cut off your frame.
Laura had 0 problems doing her order. Yay.
And then I've got the word happy. Now since I maybe want to cover up some of my purple, I might put it in the center. Yeah, I think I'm going to put mine in the center. Where I put the purple, which was not a great idea. I should have left it with blues and greens. Maybe put orange
It's
there.
beautiful.
I don't like the purple on it.
Bobby Rhodes loves it. BB Rhodes, I'm sorry. BB Rhodes loves it.
I should have done pink instead of purple or orange. Okay, and then this guy I'm going to pop up, which I did have foam tape cut until I used it all. Here's some foam tape. Yippee skippy. So I'm going to put foam tape on my happy. Yeah, it was nice when I had a bunch of foam tape cut, and now I'm to the end of that. I might have to cut some for tomorrow night. So I'm prepared for our card making half
What the
marathon.
heck?
Because that's about how long? I think when I did a half marathon, I think it took me, was it 3 hours? 6, or was it 2 hours? How long does it take me to do a half marathon?
Half marathon?
I did one.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see. 2, 3, 4. No, it's got to be. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fast runner. 5. It's got to be 2. I don't know. I can't do mental math right now.
I can hardly talk right now. Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna have to look at that. I know I'm not fast. That's for sure.
So Heather Myers says she'll send you an email. 25% was taken off, but not on the final.
Oh, that's what it. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Just send me an email, and we're pretty good about correcting stuff.
Yep.
It sometimes takes me a bit, but it takes us a bit to get through the orders. There's a lot of paperwork.
And Stephanie, thank you. I'll look at that tomorrow, too. She messed up her order, so she sent you an email.
Okay. Yep, that works good. I print out the emails. I put your name at the top. My mom, when she collates all the paperwork together, she in her alpha sorter, then she kind of attaches your email to
Your order.
your order. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this one first. So we are going to pull that one out, pull out the kit. I'm going to do the white, the one that we're doing white on last, just because that's easier for cleanup wise. And before we get to the brush blending, let's do that guy. So we've got our envelope. I'm not going to lose my card this time because I don't have a blue card laying around. We have our blue card. We have this strip. Let's go ahead and attach those together right away. we're just going to do some of the adhering stuff first. So we're attaching this together. We're just going to set that off to the side. You should have a white layer, another white layer, and then your leather-like layer. So we can go ahead and let's attach our white layer. One of them goes on the inside. Now this card is a 65 pound. I normally do not do card bases as a 65 pound. This is very, very, very unusual for me to do that. The reason I did that though is because I really like this color. So that's why I did that. So if you're like, this is a thin card, you are not hallucinating. This is a thin card. But I put a layer on the inside to firm that up a little bit. And then we're going to put layers on the front. And we can even just go ahead and attach this first layer on the front right away. So yeah, usually Sarah does not do a 65 pound cardstock for a card base. This one was a total color choice because I really like this terrestrial teal. However, it does not come in an 80 or 100 pound stock. But when you add the layers to it, that kind of firms it up a little bit. And then we're going to add more layers to it too. So right now I just attached my layer on the inside, my layer on the front. I attached my white strip onto the Miri Sparkle, and then I'm going to set that aside because we're going to do all of this putsy stuff right now. So in here you have some clear gems, so don't lose those because they're clear. And then you have blue happy birthday, or the block, the background. Now you also have a white one. So depending on if you are like, I don't have inks that match this color blue and you want to use a different color card base, I gave you a white one. So you can either, pop it behind there, or you can color it. So say you're like, I want to do purple instead of blues, and you grab yourself a purple card base. You could take this background block that we did in white and you could just color it purple, and then you have your purple that matches your purple base. Now if you're just tuning in, I'm not like, this isn't purple, I know this is blue, but I'm saying, I'm using that as an example. You could, if you wanted to pick a different color card base because you don't have inks that match that, that's why I gave you a white one. So you can use your white one for that, or you could use your white one and you could color all of these letters different colors, and then that would be pretty festive on the top of the white one too. I'm going to go ahead and use the blue one that matches my card, but I just gave you a couple different options. I know sometimes I give you too many choices.
Is that an I.O. happy birthday die? Hold on a minute.
That's the paper cut
Yes.
happy birthday die.
Yes.
It's happy birthday block die, so that is the paper cut. That's mine. Yay! And now our letters on here, we're just going to put adhesive on them, and then we are going to attach them. I might pull out my little tweezers. I think I'm going to pop them all out upside down. Don't lose them. You've got the little dot there on the exclamation point. So yeah, this one's a little, I told my mom, I tell her this a lot, and she doesn't believe me.
What?
I tell you, we're going to finish early tonight.
Oh. You know what, Sarah?
I know you stopped listening to me.
No, I don't stop listening to
Or
you.
you chuckle at me every time I say
I just chuckle.
Because I was like, oh, this class is pretty easy. It'll go pretty quick. Then I forget that I put this putsy stuff in there. I do have to get home tonight. I'm working on comment sold stuff for Saturday.
Okay, I put a link out there for that Happy Birthday black die set.
Okay. So now go ahead and put, do I be brave? And I put my glue on each individual letter, or do I try and follow on here where I think the letters are going to go? Whew. Oops. Sometimes this is what I do. Okay, I'm going to just take a different approach to this because I don't like handling these little letters. And this is what I'm going to do. I am going to take a Post-it note. Probably not how you're supposed to use the glue press, but I'm going to put some glue down right here.
Oh, we would never do anything we're not supposed to do, right?
And then I'm going to take
Creative.
my letters and I'm going to dip them in the glue. That's what I'm going to do. Although I did.
Oh, thanks, Marion. Marion says she's fostered 15 years. Rescues are the best. The people who adopt the hard ones are amazing. I have 2 foster failures that are hard ones. Thank you for loving the hard ones.
Yeah, Dodges. He's a special boy.
Yeah, he is.
He is. I have to take him for walks in the dark because
The day scares him. Oh, poor baby. But he's such a love bug. Oh my gosh.
he is a very good love bug.
But he didn't used to be that way. Even as short a time as 4 years ago, Sarah, we'd walk in and he would go.
He would shake.
We would shake. He would shake and he wouldn't, you'd look at him and he'd go find some place to hide and, oh.
So I know that I'm getting glue probably where I'm not supposed to get glue, but it'll dry clear.
Genius technique. That's my genius girl.
I'm just trying. I don't know what Yeah, sometimes you just have to find an alternate way to do stuff.
Okay, so now I'm going to tell you a Sarah story. One time Sarah ran away very early in the morning, and she took her cat with her.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
Right?
Yep, I did that.
And then you came back.
In the basket of my bike.
Yep. Sarah's a cat and dog lover. She's a lover of all animals, really. I remember the time you had the rabbit.
Yep. And ducks.
And ducks. Oh, ducks. Mom, come home. We have to let the ducks go. They're flapping and they need to get out. We did.
Yep. And then they came back.
And then they came back, yeah.
Every year they came back for a few years anyways.
Yeah. Those duckies. The ducks are back. The ducks are back.
Probably not the best technique for your tweezers.
Yeah, Marion, we do wonder what happened to him. I was just saying that to Sarah earlier tonight. What could have happened to that dog in 4 months? He was only 4 months old.
Yeah, he was 4 months old when they got him.
Oh, breaks my heart. But He's happy as a clam now.
He ended up, he actually, my son and daughter-in-law had him, and he could not have ended up in a better spot because they were so patient with him, where he could have just ended up being yelled at all the time for, you know, being afraid to walk across the floor. If he could have, yeah. They got him, so he was rescued from, you know, down south, and he was at a, like, one of the stores, like a PetSmart or something. They had like an adoption event, and my daughter-in-law, before they were married, had this, you know, went to it and just got this dog without telling my son, and it just brought him home, named him Dodge because Jake likes Dodge trucks, and how could he, like, be mad at her for bringing home this puppy named Dodge when they already had,
They have 2 dogs.
they had Molly for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if they had Teddy or not.
Yes, they did have Teddy. They had Teddy and Molly.
So he was like the 3rd dog, and yeah. So Jake walked in and heard a bark that wasn't either of the other 2 dogs, and he's been theirs ever since. Except now I have him, which is perfectly fine. Their life got hectic.
He loves you, Sarah.
Yeah, he does.
He loves you. That doggy,
And
he
I
loves
like
you.
having him, so
And he loves me when I have food.
yeah. So anyways, so yes.
See, I can, you know, there are some women that come in here that'll get down on the floor with him, and I think that's always a good thing to do with, especially with a rescue. But if I got down there, I couldn't get up, and then he would wonder what was the matter with me.
That's for sure. So we're gonna set this aside, set your happy birthday aside, and now we are going to go on to our stenciling. I'm gonna move this a little bit out of the way just so I don't get anything on it. I'm gonna take some washi tape or Post-it notes, and I'm gonna mask off.
By the way, that is Emily Henry's favorite happy birthday die cut.
Oh, nice.
Emily Henry's is it came out that way.
I'm gonna use I was gonna use a Post-it note, which is fine, but I couldn't see the to make sure I was putting it on there straight. So about an inch up from the bottom, and it doesn't matter because you're gonna end up covering it with that strip anyways. But now I am gonna take my Post-it notes or a scratch piece of paper, just cover the bottom of my layer up. And right now we're working on the leather-like side, and then we're going to start out with our lines, and I'm going to tape it down on the top edge, and I might tape it down on the bottom edge too, just to hold it into place. So start out with your lines, tape them, or if you have one of those magnetic mats.
Great tip, Sarah.
And I'm going to tape it at the bottom too. Now, I'm going to tell you the one thing now, if you have the pixie spray, maybe you use that. Because I found with these lines, like, you can't brush very aggressively on them, like in a circular motion, because they're kind of delicate and they move a little bit. So when I do this one, I do a motion that goes with the lines to help, you know, so it doesn't move. So, and I honestly cannot remember which color I used for this. Let's see. Which I really wish I would remember that, because I really wish I would have written it down and put it on the back. Well, let's see. I do have a clean brush in here, so I might pull out a clean brush. Yeah, that's it.
You know, we talked about the moon last night. Sarah, did you see it last night?
I did. It was huge.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to go, and I'm kind of holding it down below here. So we're going to go in the direction of the line. So normally I do this, but with this stencil, I don't. I go in the direction of the, and you can go.
Sarah, we're inking the leather-like paper, is
Yes,
that right?
you're inking the leather-like paper.
Yes. Great question, Jill.
And the leather-like seems to have a little bit of a coating on it. So it doesn't dry immediately like most paper. But it does work good for the brush blending. And yes, you're on the leather-like, on the bumpy side up. And I am holding my lines below to keep my stencil. And maybe if I did that, I could brush blend a little bit if I was careful, but sometimes I'm too impatient to be careful. Now,
What color ink are you using, Sarah?
I'm using the Rubbernecker Whisper.
Okay.
Now, if you do want to pick it up, you could pick it up and look, but keep it taped on that top edge, so it doesn't move. So if I wanted to, like, I could pick up and see my lines. See them? And I think I might even go a little bit darker. There's a darker one in here, a more tealy one, which is cedar. I might try that one. I think this one's a little blue. Now, and if you at any point you want to test this before the next step, if you want to test it before you do it, you could always use this bottom section, a piece of scrap white paper, and use the bottom section before. I'm just going to be a go for it kind of gal, because that's what I do. I am going to grab a paper towel though, because it looks like it's staying wetter than it did the first time, and I just want to test something. So yeah, the ink stays on top of this leather-like.
So how much ink is coming off onto that paper toweling, Sarah?
Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know that you have to do that. I did not do this the first time. I just was kind of curious as to how much ink was still on there wet. So then I took my polka dot, so I left my striped one on there. Then I took my polka dot one and I put it over the top. And I'm going to tape that one down too. So yeah, where I told my mom, oh, this is going to go fast. It's really kind of putsy. So
Yeah, it is kind of putsy. It is kind of putsy, but it's fun watching.
Yeah. So, but I taped the stencil, the polka dot stencil down over the top of it. And now if you don't want to tape the whole thing, you can just kind of hold it, which is what I'm going to do because I just don't feel like taping the whole thing. Let's see. Oh, my yellow one is right here. So I did actually use a yellow ink pad. You could use a green. Now it looks like I used a green, but because the blue and yellow makes green, so let's try it. I'm going to try it on mine first. But yeah, it was the blue and the yellow together made green. You could use a darker blue. You could use a purple. You could use green.
Aw, thanks, Kathleen. We always enjoy our time together also.
Okay, so now it looks like that. So let's do the big reveal. Here we go.
Drum roll, please. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, very pretty.
Yeah. Because my blue is darker, my green is darker. So yeah, that's that.
Wow.
So that's layering the two stencils on top of each other. Yay, it worked.
Sure did.
Yeah. We are going to have to kind of use a baby wipe or something to clean our stencil because we're going to do purple on it next time. And then our line stencil, we're going to use tan. So right now I'm letting that dry a little bit while I take my tape off my stencil. And I guess I could have left my tape on it, but I want to clean it a little bit, so before going on to my next colors. All right, there we go. So now let's go to our card. If you want to zap that with a heat tool, you can. Like I said, on the leather lake, the inks don't dry great. So if we wanted to zap that, we could. So we have that, and then we're going to layer that on our white, because I like to double layer a lot. So let's turn that over.
So really, when you think of all the layers that are on here, there is no reason to have an 80-pound cardstock under there.
Right. I mean, I still usually would, but I really like the terrestrial teal color. So, but that's why I made sure to put a layer on the inside and on the outside, and then I'm putting another layer on the outside. So then you probably, by the time somebody gets it, they're not going to realize that it had like a 65-pound layer.
No.
So, and then we're gonna use this strip to cover up our line right there. Although we did a really nice job of, taping that off ahead of time. So then it doesn't really matter, because usually you can color up a jankety line with a strip. But our line looks pretty darn straight. So we don't.
Say, are you missing a tape gun up here, Sarah? I do have a tape gun of yours in my with my quilted card stuff.
Well, I have multiple tape guns, so.
Yeah, I know. But I didn't know where it came from then.
So anyway, so then we have that. I'm going to use foam tape on here, and then remember I said not to lose your three little clear dots. Those are right there. So let's get some foam tape on the back of our happy birthday. So yeah, for this one it would have probably been nice to have some pre-cut tape, but that's okay. We will cut it and attach it on there. So yeah, this one ended up a little darker because remember I switched and I put a darker one on. It would have been fine with the lighter one. But sometimes when you're like doing stencils, like you're looking at it and it doesn't appear that there's hardly anything there until you pick it up. So just keep going, cutting up some foam tape, putting it on the back of your happy birthday. And if you don't want to be putsy with putting the foam tape on the back of your happy birthday, you do you. If you don't want to pop it up and say nuts to it, totally up to you. Your project, so you put into it what you want. And depending on who you're going to give it to, somebody might not even notice if stuff isn't popped up. I pop everything up. You guys know that. But I think I'm going to be done popping up pretty soon. And a poker does help to pull the foam tape off, or the backing off the foam tape. Okay, moving on to my little picker. Alrighty, so then we can place that down wherever we want, and then we can get our 3 little gems, and we can move on to the next card. So the next one that we're going to go on to is the purple one. So you will need to kind of clean off your yellow dotted one. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to set that aside. So we're going to move on to this one. I'm going to put my blue away. I'm done with that one. I'm going to leave my purple out. Let me get rid of some of my stuff here. After teaching in person, all of my stuff kind of gets decombobulated.
Yeah.
So, okay, there we go. All right. So I am going to grab a baby wipe here, and I think I can clean off the yellow one here good enough. So we're going to start with a lighter purple. Yep, the baby wipe works just fine. Okay, there we go. All right, so we are going to start with our daisy. And well, first I have to get my actual card kit out. Which is this one. The one that has just the black. So in this one, now you can pick whichever word you want. So maybe we should pick our word first. Or you could just do it on this whole thing if you're not sure. So there's our card base, our envelope. And we have our little clear gems. So that's our card base. And then we have our black layer, which we can go ahead and just, let's get rid of pieces. Let's put our black layer on the outside first. Hi there, Mr. Dodge.
Hello, Dodgy. Hello, Dodgy. Hello. Hello. No, I still don't have anything.
I'll tell you, with bringing him here to work with me, he gets socialized a lot.
Yes.
And he usually comes to greet the women versus the men. So the Deanna, our mail lady, he'll come out and greet her. But Steve, our mail guy who tells jokes, he won't come out and greet you. Poor Steve. So, anyways.
We need to sea dodge. Yes, Nancy. Maybe tomorrow night we'll sea
Yeah,
dodge.
we'll see if we can get some cheese. Because he might put his nose up here for some cheese.
Yeah, we'll bring some cheese.
Anyways, we might want to just cut our word off first, because see how that we have a little bit of flowers on our the end of our word, or we could do them just down one whole side, and then you could save your word swatch for later. Maybe I'm going to do that. So I'm going to first attach my flower at the top edge, or the daisy one at the top edge.
You scratched.
So yeah, we'll see if we can bring Dodge a treat. And normally he's afraid of everything, so we'll see if he'll come back here. It's a little confined, so he might.
Yeah, he says, I don't like that. Maybe we'll turn the camera around tomorrow night.
Yeah, maybe we could do that.
Oh, yes. That feels so good.
Well, see, that one has, so yeah, we'll see if we can get it so he can.
Okay.
So anyways, put your paper in here, and it's up to you. If you want to put your paper so it's just where the daisies are going to go. Actually, let's do that.
You like that? That feels so good. That feels so good.
So angle your paper however you want under here.
More?
So hang on. I'm going to turn my stencil because I'm going to figure out which daisies I want where. Yes, that's a better thing, is to figure out where I want my daisies.
Oh my God, he's leaning into my hand. He's liking this.
Yeah. So actually on my card, you can see I don't have any daisies up here, but if you want to put daisies up there, so you're going to take your layer and you're going to stick your stencil wherever you want your daisies to fall. Mine fell right about there, and I'm going to tape down. So I'm going to tape down my corners, and I'm going to mask off with tape. You're doing the stenciling on the swatch, Stephanie. So yes, you're on the white swatch. On the front of the card, I already put my black piece of paper. Okay, so that's the layer. So you're actually layering on your swatch. And I kind of placed my stencil, the section I want to layer. See how on my sample, it kind of goes this section right here. And then I'm taping that down, and then I am going to mask off. Now, I don't think I told you guys to have Post-it notes, but you could just use scratch paper if you wanted. So I'm going to mask off the edge of my stencil, so then I'm not getting, ink over here on the sides where we're not stenciling. I tend to use Post-it notes a lot.
I think when he chases the deer, sir, I think he thinks he's a deer.
Yeah, he chases the deer in my backyard. That's Josh's fault. So now I have a dark purple, and this is the purple that I'm going to use for my dots. If you only have one purple, that's okay. You're just going to, well, here, I'll just show you with one purple. If you only have one purple, you're going to load it up with ink, and then you're getting your ink off on the side. And then you can stencil, because you want a slighter bit lighter purple for your daisies. So go off to the side and then stencil your daisies. And you don't have to do them real dark, because remember, they'll look like they're not very dark, but they are probably darker.
The Teresa, the daisy stencil is Brass and Bliss 4208 Daisy Bloom stencil by Brass and Bliss.
Yeah, it was an optional add-on to get the bundle. So now we're going to take our polka dots. We're going to leave our stencil all set up. So our paper's underneath, our daisy stencil's on there. We masked off different areas. And then we can take our polka dots and put it right over the top. And again, I'm going to do a little bit of taping.
So Dodge belongs to you now? Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Or we belong to him. Right, Dodge? Right, Dodge? Come here.
I mean, I still like, when I go over to Jake and Kirsten's, I take them with me, and so they're still buying his food, and I hope they're paying his vet bills. Right, Dodge?
Yeah.
So now we're going to pick up our purple again. So we've got our dots taped over the top of there, and we're going to pick up our dark purple, and we're going to go right over the top.
He even goes out into the shop sometimes, doesn't he? He thinks
Today, for the first time, he went out into the shop all by himself. I had Winnie, and I took Winnie out, and I left him behind, not knowing that he was following us, and he came out to the shop all by himself. So he figured out how to push it open, push the door open with his paw.
Yeah.
So
Did he get back in?
No, he didn't
No.
get back in. I had to open the door. So now I put my dots over the top. I'm going to take my dots off.
Come here.
Then I'm going to take my daisies off. And look at that. Now we have our dotted daisies. I love that. So these are two stencils that weren't intended on going
That's
together.
not to eat. It's not to eat.
So, and we are going to have to clean off our daisy stencil because we're going to do white ink over it for the last card. Oh, so anyways, now for your words, I could have done that while I still had my stencil down. So I have my dotted daisy, but my words, again, I can take my daisies, and now when I do them, I'm just going to hold it in place because I just don't feel like taping it down. So now when I do them, I'm going to start darker over to the side and just kind of let it fade out as I get further over this way. Okay, so start darker on the edge. Maybe I do have to tape it down, darn it. Just a little bit though, because then I just kind of faded it out. So I started darker over here and then just let it get lighter as I move over to the edge. But again, your daisies are going to be light, and then let it get even lighter as you get over towards the words. So darker on the edge, then lighter. And then you can take your dot stencil and do the same thing, but just with a few over on the very edge of the paper, and then lighter.
He's getting nosy, Sarah. Does he have to go out?
I don't think he has to go out, because
Oh.
I had him out with Winnie a bunch of times today,
Okay.
because Winnie needed to go out a lot.
You're
Okay,
good.
so
You're good.
see how I started darker and then got lighter?
You're good.
All right, so there we go. Now we're ready to tape this one right onto here. I'm trying to be careful because I have dirty fingers now. So tape your main daisy layer on your black layer.
What do you see? What she got over there? What she got?
Okay, and then we're gonna trim whichever word, and you may have trimmed your word first.
What's she doing? What's she doing, Dodge?
I'm really close to my thanks for everything. Bummer. Okay. I'm gonna trim that to, and I got a little smooge right there. Let's see how wide this needs to be, because maybe I'll end up trimming that off.
Is there cheese in the fridge?
Like 5 1/16, so. So this layer is trimmed to the right size of the black, and you can trim this just slightly inside the black if you want it to layer all the way around. So mine was 5 1/16. And then I'm just going to attach this right on here and then trim it down a little bit. I'm going to end up trimming the side. And I think I'm going to trim the end just a hair. All right, there we go. And then this I can just pop up with foam tape. My words, somebody's going to end up with those in their grab bag. Because I can tell you grab bags will be part of the flash sale tomorrow. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that up, and then I'm going to put some of the clear gems on there. Everybody's quiet tonight, huh?
Yeah.
You guys are all working. Working.
It's funny that Dodge doesn't like men, but he likes Jake. He loves Jake.
Oh yeah, he loves Jake. I don't know. Yes, he does love Jake.
And he loves to play with Ev. If Ev is out in the yard, he likes it.
Yeah, and he loves Josh too.
Oh, yeah. Josh, where is that Josh boy? Where is that Josh boy? Where is that Josh boy? Did he go to school? Did he go to school? He's far away right now.
Alrighty, there we go. We have our card number 3. I was a little tight up there, but that's okay. Okay, so now we're down to our last card. And we can put our purples away. Oh, I found my card base that I was missing before.
Oh, all right.
And I've got Post-it notes stuck on my foot.
Does it say return me to in case I get lost?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right, so now I do need to clean off. My polka dots we don't need anymore, but we need our stripes and our daisies. Just gonna, while I have my baby wipes out here, I'm gonna clean them off. All right, so we need our daisies. So if they don't clean off all the way, you could use a, you can use like stamp cleaner, or you could take them on, under the sink. I'm gonna try it with a semi-dirty stencil and see what happens. I might go on the side that I didn't use because I'm using white ink. So it seems like the blue and the yellow came off. Those were actually Brass and Bliss inks, and the ink that didn't come off was the an Impression Obsession one, which is more of a hybrid ink. So I wonder if that has anything to do with it. If it stained it a little, but I don't think it matters. It's fine. All right. So let's go on to our last one.
What's she doing over there?
This one we need a white ink pad, a sponge, and then a tan ink pad. So we have our With Sympathy. So before we get inky, let's take care of that. If you want to save your eye in there, you can do that. If it fell out already, you can use a pearl. I didn't even put one on mine. So we're first going to attach our With Sympathy together. I did them in brown and white, so the brown one would back the white one.
You could use stickles, or you could use glossy accents.
Yeah, you could use any of those.
Yep.
This I might pull out my micro dot adhesive for attaching
Well,
these
look
together.
at he sat right down.
Yep. Oh, that's unusual.
He wants me to do his shoulders. Your shoulders, huh? You want your shoulders rubbed? Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, I don't think I told you guys to do this. I don't know what I said to do for homework. That was like almost a week ago. Hang on, I gotta get a drink of water.
You need some? You've got some
I've
over
got
there.
some. My mom's got 3 bottles of water over there.
Yeah,
I
two of
think
them
she
are.
doesn't like the bottom 2 inches because they all have 2 inches left in them.
Okay, now I'm challenged.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to use my micro.
Plus, I have a full one there that I haven't opened yet.
So I'm going to use my micro dot adhesive on the back of my words, and then I'm going to apply them, but they're going to be offset slightly.
Sarah, remember when you and Timmy Long pulled all those flowers out of Raisin's garden? The little 4-year-olds.
We were a bunch of rebels when we were 4.
Yeah, you were 4. Did you do that? No. No.
All right. I'm going to clean up my little snibblities.
So you've had this love of flowers since you were a little girl.
Oh. All right, my sniblets, my micro dot adhesive. I'm going to put my With Sympathy on here. And then when I attach it, I'm going to attach it offset. Yeah, I think Dodge is saying it's time to go home.
I know. He's okay.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Yeah, he's so starving.
I know, this week I should have just brought his food to work.
So is it turkey hunting season here? Is Brian going turkey hunting?
No, it's almost deer. It's bow hunting right now.
Oh, okay.
I don't think turkeys till after
After Thanksgiving.
after Thanksgiving. Yeah. Well, no. First, it's bow hunting season right now, but it's too warm up here for that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know when turkey season is.
Well, let's go find out.
What made you think of that?
I don't know. Well,
That
because
was a
I
weird,
didn't,
random
I didn't,
question.
I didn't see Brian on here tonight, so I wondered if he had gone turkey hunting.
Oh. Well, you can't be doing that in the dark.
No, but if he's
Oh.
gone away for the
Oh, for
weekend.
the
The 2024 fall turkey season runs from September through November.
Oh, okay.
But it must stop, wouldn't you think? Yes.
I thought it would stop during gun season. Oh, okay. Anyways, let's move on because my back is starting to get to the point that it was yesterday. I'm going to tape my lines on there, and again, we're going to do lines in just a brown, a little bit darker shade of brown. And we're not going to layer this one we're layering, but we're not layering them on top of each other like we did the last two. So we're just doing the brown, and then we're going to go ahead and do the white. If I can ever find the end of my washi tape. There it is. Okay. So, and again, this one does not, the stripes you need to be careful with.
Wow. No, these things, these dates coincide with deer. Isn't that funny?
Okay, make sure your stripes are going fairly straight.
Tomorrow bring Dodge's dinner.
Is that what somebody said?
Yeah, Kathleen. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Kathleen.
Well, yeah, tomorrow's a long night.
Yep.
Tomorrow is until 10 o'clock. He'll be in here whining the whole time. I'll bring Dodge's dinner tomorrow.
That's a great idea, Kathleen.
Actually, we're having a dog party at my house this weekend.
Oh, no.
Leah and John are out of town, so I get Winnie and Charlie too. But I'm going to go to their house, feed them dinner, come back, and do cards. But I will bring Dodge's dinner. All right, so first we're starting out with a tan or a brown.
Oh, Brian's on now. He's the
Brian's on
percher
now.
biting on Lake Winnebago. Okay. It's perch season, Brian.
Season. Okay, so
Too dark
brown.
out there, Brian.
Maybe you can fish in the dark. I don't know. But again, go just side to side. And my brown stripes on my card are very light. So it's just kind of a tone on tone. Mine that I'm doing right now, since I had yellow on this blending brush, maybe a little tinge of yellowish. But that's okay. So yeah, you might not even see your stripes until you pick up. But again, follow the stripes. And if you want to pick it up and look at it, you can pick one side up. Oh yeah. So even though it didn't hardly look like I was doing anything, look. My stripes are darker. Alrighty then.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, my blending brushes are going to need a good bath. How do you all clean your blending brushes? Alright, and now we are going to grab our white ink.
Well, Jill, I wish your nephews much success tomorrow night in their football game. So you can watch us later because it's all on video, right?
Oh yeah,
Sarah?
it's all on video.
It's all saved.
Yeah. So again, you're going to place your daisies wherever you
first.
want them. What?
Family first.
Family first, yep. Place your daisies wherever you want them. Use your...
Sarah, is that the hot fudge pop tone that you're using? That paper?
No, this is the Grocer Craft.
This is the Grocer Craft.
This is the hot fudge.
Okay. All right, I got it.
Is the layer.
I see it, yes.
And again, use your Post-it notes to mask off.
No, Linda, it's not the leather like. Right, Sarah?
No, this is the leather like was in the leather like was on that Happy Birthday one. We used the white leather like.
Yep.
Oh, did I put leather like on the instructions?
No. Linda Beyer just wanted to know if that brown paper was the leather type.
No. So I'm using a white ink pad because it's hard to brush blend. At least I haven't had success brush blending with a pigment ink. And now I'm more dabbing. And yeah, so I'm more just doing a dabbing motion. And because my stripes are darker underneath, you're going to see the stripes a little bit through the white.
Wendy Little uses a brush cleaner on a makeup brush scrubber.
Oh, you know what? I saw those at Ulta at Christmas time.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
And I got one for Kirsten. And at the time, you're right. At the time I said, I should get one of those for my craft room.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get it. So I might go back to Ulta and get one.
Teresa Smith keeps a roll of paper towels handy and rubs the excess ink off before switching to a similar color. Yeah.
So if your lines are still showing up, that's fine. They might, and you might just have to go over it. If you totally want them gone, you might have to go over it a few times. But that's okay if your stripes are even still there. This is going to be interesting because I did not totally clean my thing. So I'm just going to call it a day right there, and we are going to take it off and we're going to see what it looks like. And I am going to, because that was a pigment ink, I am going to get my heat tool out and just heat set it a little bit.
Oh, that looks really pretty. I like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull out my heat tool. And I'm just going to dry it because that was a pigment ink. So I could have thrown some like clear embossing powder over that and embossed it and given it a little dimension. And it is, my paper's curling a little bit. That's okay, because I'm going to tape it all down anyways. All right. So now, tape. So if you heat set it to dry it, give it a little bit more tape than what you normally do, just so you don't get any bubbling. Not bubbling, but anywhere
Curling.
curling from where it's curly. Whoops. I'm going to attach that onto my hot fudge. And then I'm going to give it a good push from the back because I don't want to smear my ink on the front. Then I have my card. And this is Ice Gold, which is one of the Curious stocks that is discontinued. But I just liked it instead of a stark white, because my white ink is on brown and it's not a stark white. So that's why I went with the ice gold, which has a little bit of a gold undertone to it. Nice.
Very nice. Very, very pretty. Yes, Bibi, it is pretty.
And you can place that wherever you want. I think I'm going to do my glue press.
Oh, lucky you, Penny. She just got home from babysitting their 8-month-old grandson.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Diane, that's okay. You almost missed it, but you can go back and look at the reruns. Glad to see you here.
That's the beauty of virtual.
Yes.
It's saved and you can go back and watch it whenever it's convenient, because sometimes life gets in the way.
Yep. No worries, Diane.
The reason that I offset it in the dark brown is just with the white going on top of the white. So that's why I did choose to offset it a little with the dark brown.
Diane's granddaughter had tennis tonight, so gosh, fall season, everything's going on, right?
Fall season sports. Josh played tennis.
Does he?
He did.
Oh, he did.
He was in high school, he did. He was, he played in doubles.
Yes.
And he wasn't, they weren't great. But then something happened where when they went to sectionals or whatever, I don't know, it was their school hosted it. And then anyways, oh, I know, it was senior skip week or something, and one of the guys that was supposed to skipped, and then he got benched or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that if I remember correctly, that's what it was. So then Josh played singles, and he actually excelled at singles, but they didn't know that until the end.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice memory.
Yeah. So, anyways, there are our cards for the night. We have our sympathy card. We have our purple daisies. We have our happy birthday. And then we also have our other happy birthday. So, I hope you had fun tonight, and we will see you tomorrow for our card making half marathon.
Yeah, with the dog.
With the dog.
For dinner.
With some food, and we'll see if we can get him so we can show you who we're talking about when we're talking about Dodge. So, have a great night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.